Good evening, everyone, and back for another round of Scott's NBA Talk. This time, I'm going to talk about the Western Conference. If you thought the Eastern Conference, like the last 3 or 4, was tough, the Western Conference, after maybe the first or second, is going to be tougher. Because there's 12 or 13 teams that could are vying for 8. But let's get into this. Obviously, to me, I think Golden State's going to win the Western Conference. I can't see how they cannot win at least 70 games. Yes, if everyone's, healthy. I don't see why the Warriors can't go 70-12. This team is stacked. I talked about it last night, and they are stacked with players. Especially that 4 of the 5 in that starting lineup: Draymond Green, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry. Them 4 alone in the first unit is scary. Then you got Livingston, Nick Young, Jordan Bell, love that. And then, JaVale McGee, thought he did good for him last year. And Omar Caspi. So, this team is loaded. So, I can't see how they cannot go at least 70-12 at the worst. 70-12. So, Golden State first. Second, this could get interesting. I'm going to go with the San Antonio Spurs just because of the history of winning they have. They probably could go 60, maybe 64, 65 and 17, or 64 and 18. I'm not really trying to guess the records. The West is so deep that it could be fun. It could take 47 to 50 wins just to make it in the West. That's how crazy it could be. So it might be an Eastern team get in with 35 wins. Yeah. That's how crazy I think it's going to be this year. It could be crazy. So Golden State's first. San Antonio Spurs. They added. I read that they re-signed LaMarcus Aldridge to a 3-year, $72 million deal, and I thought he wanted out. Maybe he's just trying to get his money. I don't know. He did put up 17 and 7 last year, which to me is not bad. He's not what he was in Portland, but when you got Kawhi Leonard going out there putting up 25, who to me could be an MVP candidate, putting up 17 as a second or third option is not bad. I'll take that. And they got a great coach in Greg Popovich. And I don't see why the Spurs can't continue winning 60-plus games. I think they go 64 and 18, maybe 65 and 17. And they're going to go for second. Third place, this could be fun. I'm going to go with the Houston Rockets. Their goal is to try to win 60 games. And I look at this, they got Chris Paul, James Harden in the backcourt. Now that's 2 guys that when they love the ball and stuff, they will pass the ball too. So we could see anywhere from 16 to 20 assists between the 2 of them total. Yeah, so maybe Paul gets 10 and Harden gets 6 to 8 or whatever. And I actually think the Houston Rockets could actually go 60-22. They're pretty good. They got the good backcourt, Harden and Chris Paul. You got Trevor Ariza at small forward, can defend and hit the 3. Ryan Anderson can hit the 3. Clint Capella can block your shots and try to get some rebounds. Then you got Eric Gordon coming off the bench, who could definitely shoot the 3. PJ Tucker's there for defense. Just Houston and Mike D'Antoni, good on offense. This team probably going to put up 110 points a game, 105, 110 a game. Be up there with the Warriors in points per game. Because they got that run and gun, shooting threes. They live by the 3 and die by the 3. That's how crazy it is. So if they hit threes, it's over. Y'all, other teams, you better get that perimeter defense ready. Because if Houston hits their threes, oh my God, they could give Golden State an interesting battle. I'm going to go with Houston finishing third at 60-22. I'm really wasn't going to guess records, but I'm just going to do it for fun. Fourth place, this is where it gets interesting. 4 through 8. Like, the first 2 or 3 were almost pretty obvious, kind of. And 4 through 8 is where it's going to get entertaining. Because you have a team last year that has been garbage for what, like 10 to 15 years now? I think they're going to make the playoffs. Minnesota Timberwolves, they're going to be really good. They got a coach in Tom Thibodeau. You got Karl Anthony Towns, who can go out and ball, score 25 and 12, and 2 or 3 blocks. Andrew Wiggins get you 23. And you got they traded for Jimmy Butler. Unreal. That right there. Those 3 alone make this team nasty. And then they added Jeff Teague, Taj Gibson, Jamal Crawford, Aaron Brooks. Love Aaron Brooks, always have. Always thought he was underrated. He got screwed when he got traded from Houston to Phoenix, and they just throw him on the 3rd unit. What in the world? Man, I'll tell you, Minnesota, Gorgie, Dang, Shabazz Muhammad, decent players. Not great, but decent. Got a decent second unit this year. That always been your problem the last few years. You didn't have much depth. You got some depth this year. I'm liking this. I'm liking Minnesota for about, I'm going to go 5th. Y'all going to think I'm nuts. I'm going to go, they're going to surprise you. I think they're going to finish 56 and 26. Possibly. I didn't do records and all in the East, but the West is going to be fun because I think it's going to take around 45 to 50 wins just to get into the West. It's going to be crazy. So Minnesota 4. The 5th team, I'm going to go with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, I thought about putting them up there in the top 3, but here's my knock. I think it's going to take 25 games before the chemistry of Russell Westbrook, Paul George, and Carmelo Anthony click. I think it's going to be like Miami when they were, like 9-9. I think it's going to take a little bit longer, like 25 games before it clicks. I may be wrong. They may surprise me. I think they'll start off maybe 13 and 12, and then they're going to get hot. They're going to get hot. I think after about 25 games, this team's going to get hot. And you got Carmelo Anthony, you got Paul George, you got Russell Westbrook, you got Steven Adams, you got Andre Robinson as their defense, you got Patrick Patterson. Love that signing of the second unit. If you wanted to, you could start him and put Paul George at shooting guard. If you wanted to try that, just to get a lot more offense. But kind of good to have some offense in that second unit. Raymond Felton, not a bad pickup. Okay backup. I wouldn't put him as a starter anymore. He used to be a good starter when he was in New York, but decent backup. And I just cannot wait to see Oklahoma City. They're going to be fun. And like I said, I think they'll start 13 and 12. But they're going to finish, to me, 54 and 28. Now, 6 through 8. This was so tough. Because some of you will think my next pick is insane, maybe. But this team has been underrated the last, 4 or 5 years. People have slept on this team. Like, granted, yes, this team doesn't have a certain player anymore, but I still think they're going to make the playoffs. And that's going to be the Memphis Grizzlies. I almost said Zach Gasol. No, Zach Gasol. Mark Gasol, Mike Conley. That alone leads me to believe Memphis will be good. Chandler Parsons needs to step up his game. He got all this money. I think he's had injuries maybe, and he's got to step up his game. I think he only averaged like 6 points last year. And he shot like, I think, 35% or something. He's got to step up. He's got to be that third option. He's got to get 15 to 20 and shoot 45 and like 35 to 40% from 3. He's got to, man. You know, I thought he was like a borderline star at one point. They added Ben McLemore he hasn't really, I don't know, he didn't do much in Sacramento, but then again, Sacramento doesn't seem to do well for people. And then Tyreek Evans, so I'm curious to see if that's going to get them some more scoring, which they definitely need scoring. They got defense, but they don't have Tony Allen no more, which, why would you not bring him back? I do not understand that. He is one of your best perimeter defenders, and yet the New Orleans Pelicans, why did I say Hornets? New Orleans Pelicans got Tony Allen, which they should have Matt Barnes too. But I do think Memphis is still going to be good. They're going to be good enough. I think they're going to go 52-30, and they're going to be the 6th seed. I don't know. Like I said, the West is deep this year. So me having 6 teams winning 52 games in the West, I don't think it's going to be surprising. The 7th seed, there it's getting tough again. You could put a bunch of teams at 7 and 8, 6, 7 and 8. You could. I'm going to go with the Portland Trailblazers. Yeah, I know CJ McCollum's not going to play the first game. Don't matter. You saw Nurk, I can't say his name. These foreign names are so tough. N-U-R-K-I-C. Help me with this, somebody. That's a hard name. Any of these, like, overseas players, some of them are hard to say. But you got a backcourt of Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum. Guys can go put up 20, 25 a game. You got the center for Portland. Can get you. He got 15 and 10 from last year. Why can't he can go get 17 and 10 this year? I think he can step up his game. He needs to stay. He needs to be healthy though. You need Mo Hartlett to get 13 and some steals, and some maybe get some steals, play some perimeter defense. The power forward position is still the problem for Portland. Who starts at power forward? That's the burning question. That if they could fix the power forward position, oh my gosh! If Caleb Swanigan, which they should have took Kuzma, but who thought? I think Swanigan had a lot of double doubles in college, if I remember right. But I think Portland is going to be good, and I think they're going to go 50. I think they're going to shock and they're going to go 50 and 32. The 8th seed. This is where it's going to get crazy. You could put the Clippers. You could put the Pelicans possibly there. You could put the Clippers there. Who else could you put there? Western team. Denver Nuggets. You could put them there. This is where I said this is tough. This is tough. I'm gonna go with the Los Angeles Clippers as an 8th seed, though, not like they were last year. They're not going to be a top 3, 4 anymore. They're going to be around that 6 to 8. I think they're going to be an 8th seed. They're going to get in. They're not going to be as good, though, because they don't got a point guard like Chris Paul. But they still got Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan. That's one of the best 4 and 5 combos in the NBA, besides Cousins and Davis. You could put Pelicans here, but I'm gonna go with the Clippers doing it. I'm gonna go with the Clippers at 40. This is gonna be crazy. 48 and 34. They also got Lou Williams, Danilo Gallinari. They picked up Sam Decker, solid. They got some rookie point guard. I heard he's good. They got Patrick Beverly. Love Patrick Beverly's toughness. So that could really get some defense. I'm not sold still on Austin Rivers. A lot of people are. I think the only reason he's still on the team is because of his father. Which I thought they'd win a championship, and I've been disappointed. But if he went east, they probably could win a championship. And he picked Western team. You could put the Lakers here, you could put the Pelicans, you could put the Denver Nuggets. That's only 3 teams I can do. You could possibly, I don't think you're going to though. You could put the Utah Jazz there maybe. But they're not as good as last year, no way. I'm going to go with the Clippers as an 8 seed. Now, if you were to do the matchups, alright, let me recap everything. 1, Golden State Warriors. at 70-12. 2. San Antonio Spurs 64-18. 3. Houston Rockets 60-22. 4. Minnesota 56-26. Yes, that's crazy. That's the craziest. That's gonna be my bold prediction of the season. 56-26. 5. Oklahoma City Thunder 54-28. 6. Memphis Grizzlies 52-30. 7. Portland Trailblazers 50-32. 8. Los Angeles Clippers 48-34. I believe it's going to take 48 games this year just to get in the West. And if you go the matchups, 1 is Golden State Warriors versus 8 Clippers. Well, we know who's going to win that. Probably 4 to 5 games. It'll be either sweep or 5 games. 2 will be San Antonio versus Portland at 7. I think San Antonio will win that one. 3 will be Houston versus Memphis. God, Memphis could surprise, but I'm going to go with Houston winning that one. And then here's going to be the most interesting playoff series in the West. Minnesota versus Oklahoma City Thunder. Minnesota Timberwolves. God, that one could be exciting. That one could be real interesting. But I would probably go with OKC. But I think I'd go 7 games just because it's going to be that would be a series. But so I'll recap one more time: Golden State, San Antonio, Houston, Minnesota, Oklahoma City, Memphis, Portland, and Clippers. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? Who's your top 8? What team should I take out, and what team should we put in its place? Send me your thoughts. Send me your comments. Do you think Golden State will go 70-12? Do you think that it'll take 48 wins minimum in the West to get in? What team am I sleeping on? What team is going to be a surprise? Send me your comments. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, Scott's NBA Talk, and thank you for watching.